his body odor and stuff, it had a smell to it.
What's that smell?
How do you feel, Monso?
Yeah.
You brought Simon Cowell to the United States.
Well, he came to help with the wrestling albums.
Everybody, let's sing together!
So I was, long story, I'll make it short. I was in Wembley Stadium and I saw a lot of Make-A-Wish kids.
That's not a good start, but keep going.
It was me, Michael Jackson, Mr. T, who saw all the Make-A-Wish kids during the 80s and 90s. I had a kid there that was in rough shape. The EMTs were with him and he was on a stretcher. And
It's totally made up. Pure fiction.
his body odor and stuff, it had a smell to it
That's the most horrible thing I've ever heard.
that I hadn't smelled in a while. Not bad, but it was just a different type of smell.
Oh, come on!
And I really wasn't sure what it was, and the parents were freaking out. They were Hulkamaniacs. And
We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication.
I told the doctors and the EMTs, the kid's in kind of trouble here, so let me say my goodbyes and give him a hug and kiss him. And I got a nice place for him out at ringside at Wembley Stadium. It's all roped off.
Bringing up the rear there was Hawk and Animal right behind.
So I went to wrestle,
It never happened.
and I kept looking, and the kid wasn't there. So when I came back from wrestling, I was the last person to wrestle the main event.
It's gonna be the greatest Summerslam of all time. There you see it, Diana, between her husband and her brother.
I said, what happened to the family out there? And they said, oh, the kid passed away.
I am racking my brain, but I can't even begin to imagine why you'd make up something like this.
So when I found out the kid passed away, my manager, Jimmy Hart, the Mouth of the South, he used to be in a band too. And he had a couple of #1 hit songs here in the States. And I played music before. So we stayed up all night and we wrote 12 songs for the kid's family.
What did you say?
And I didn't know anybody in the UK. And Jimmy knew somebody from Select Records. And they got a hold of Simon Cowell. He produced a little album for us and it went #1 on Billboard for 8 weeks.
Liar!
So we donated the money to the family. And then Simon came back to me and said we need to do the song with a band called Green Jelly over in the UK.
This one took place.
You wanna be in my game, my game, my game. Wanna be in my game.
And something called Leader of the Gang, a Gary Glitter song. And so that did really well on Billboard too. So when I came back to the States, I had the crazy idea, since I was wrestling, maybe we should do music here. So I grabbed Cyndi Lauper and Rick Derringer and a bunch of people, and we recut a bunch of songs, Land of a Thousand Dances and stuff, and Simon came over and helped produce the wrestling album. Then he came and produced the second wrestling album, Pile Driver, and he never left. He stayed here and he became this monster producer and nicest guy in the world. I was in Wembley Stadium.
No, they couldn't, they wouldn't, they can't do that.